worked out pretty well, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's lock in. Let's get it done. Excited. The pre-week before Wimbledon is always a great time for me. Ready? All right, hello, welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Big day. I know I'm very lucky to have 5 kids, so my Father's Day gift is 365 days a year. That's no doubt. If we cut out while this video is streaming live, sorry in advance. We will start a part 2. Sometimes our internet is hit or miss. We've had pretty good luck with it recently, so hopefully that luck continues. Don't forget to hit the like button and as well subscribe if you haven't. Here very soon we will be commencing on our 3rd Wimbledon fantasy team and tennis racket giveaway / $250 cash competitions. If you are interested in playing those competitions, there is a video on a separate playlist. We do playlists for the fantasy and the competitions as not to take too much time for those that don't play. But I put a video out a couple of days ago. It is titled 2021 Wimbledon Cash Prize Fantasy Team Competition, whatever. Click it, watch the rules, and when the draws come out, you will submit your picks and stuff there. And all the prizes I talk about on that video, all right? Let's start this. Let me separate our chairs because they keep knocking. I'll do it.
Okay.
You got any shout outs to start?
Well, there's only 2 people out there right now.
That's
so
okay.
Okay. Well, Ying Hao just said Happy Father's Day, Justin. Happy every day. Much love, Yin. That was a message for you. And then I got a shout out to Perry. He's in Mississippi. He said he hasn't been making too many comments because he's been going through some personal stuff. Congratulations on winning your 3.0 men's sectionals in Mississippi. Yeah, he sent me
tennis player.
Sent me a picture of it too.
You know, the best way to deal with personal issues, at least for me, is to get out on the tennis court, much less to win something, right?
Yeah. Good for him.
Good for him. 3.0, so he's coming along.
Yeah, definitely.
Good job. Excellent.
That was it. That was it for my shout out.
All right. Let's start this show with a poem that Ryan Mason in Mississippi, he's a viewer that sent us. So hey, it's Father's Day. Let's start with some poetry. So this is a poem that Ryan Mason sent us, and it is titled "The Tennis Player Prayer." Okay. So Carly, you want to read that?
Sure. Here it is. The Tennis Player's Prayer. Our Federer, which is an art in Henman. I'll let you read it. I don't like it.
Oh, you want me to be Shakespeare?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Let's go. Come on. All right.
I did terrible when it came to like writing poems.
All right. Ryan Mason sent us this. Here we go. The Tennis Player's Prayer. Our Federer, which art and Henman, Luhode be thy name. So it's kind of like the Lord's Prayer. Billie Jean Kingdom come, thy Wimbledon, and earth as it is in Henman. Give us this day our Perry Fred, and forgive us our Sampresses, as we forgive them that Sampras against us. And Lloyd us not into tense tie breaks, but Rod labor us from Ivanisevich. For Billie Jean is the kingdom, Yvonne Gulagong and the collie, for Evert and Evert, amen. By Brian Bilston.
I'm just watching the kid's face and they're it's cracking me up. They're making They're making all types of weird faces. They're like
well, I'm curious. The writer's name is Brian Bilston. I'm guessing he's British because he alluded to the Wimbledons. Ivanisevich won that. He mentioned Evert at the end, and Evert married, was it John Lloyd? I think John Lloyd made the finals of like the Australian Open in something like 77.
Who? Chris Evert?
Chris Evert's husband at one time was a John Lloyd. Wasn't it John Lloyd?
I think he was a golfer.
Yeah, no, look up John Lloyd. John Lloyd made it to the Australian Open final in 77, and that was prior to
a British tennis player.
Yeah, that was when the Australian Open had like no players but Australians, and that era has changed.
He married Chris Evert.
Married Chris Evert.
He has several spouses. Okay.
Yeah, these guys that marry women like Chris Evert, they end up having a lot of spouses because they can't deal with that spouse, and they marry another spouse like that, and they can't deal with that spouse, so they start flipping spouses. You call them spouse flippers.
Well, Eugene says Happy Father's Day, Justin. Flo says hi, guys. Happy Father's Day to Justin.
Is that Florence?
Yeah, Flo. the one that gave you the hat.
Feel my flow.
Ask you, say, hey guys, happy Father's Day, Justin. Local 83 says, hi guys. Okay.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Father's Day, right? So I have 5 kids, or we have 5 kids. My 2 oldest boys, one's in college at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. So he comes home in 2 weeks. So we'll have him say hello one day. And my second oldest son is playing in the band at church. But I came home from some lessons before we got rained out today, and I was greeted by a bigger handprint, a medium handprint, and a smaller handprint. My 3 youngest ones made this Happy Father's Day thing. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's very sweet of them. That's more than I got. So they obviously thought about you.
There you go.
They didn't think about me. They thought about him.
You know, the hardest part about kids growing up these days is there's a high probability that there's no dad around, or the dad that is around doesn't really do the dad thing too much.
That's why they made that for you.
So here's Gabby here. Come on. So here's Gabby right here. You know, we get to throw Gabby in the mix. Watch that drink right there. We got little man over here. We got Lily over here. This is the crew. So little guy, you have to go over there. Now you go around the front. Just don't kick the tripod over. So this is Gabriella. Wave. Hello.
Careful,
Hello.
Justin.
Hello. Yeah, she's my mini-me, my twin. This is Liliana back here. She was the artist behind the deal. She's a heck of a tennis player. So is she. And this little man right here is JPD2, JD2, Justin Pruitt Davis Jr. What's up? Hell of a tennis player already too, right, buddy? Right. He's been killing that forehand and the one-handed backhand with regular balls from the baseline. Am I lying? Am I lying, bro? Yeah. He's agreeing.
Okay,
All right.
He's agreeing. All right.
All right. Anyway.
All right.
Those are the chillins. All right. Thank you for the poem, Ryan Mason. I'm sure Sister the Queen out there will enjoy that one.
Yeah, she's on there. She actually said, let's see what she said.
My poetic lady.
She said, where are you? Happy Father's Day, Justin, and all the tennis papas out there.
That's right.
Sister the Queen, I still haven't heard about your prize that you won. Get back to me. I sent an email to Detsaville because I have his email address, but I haven't heard from him either. I mean, you guys win this for a reason. You know, we'd hate not to give the winners what they deserve.
And by the way, for the fantasy team competition, this isn't one of the prizes, but for the tennis racket giveaway prize, this is an original 2007 Babolat Aero Pro Drive. Now it's Pure Aero, same thing though. Original 07. Why is it important? This was Nadal's first real racket that they made for him. It wasn't a Rafa signature yet. I think he just got that for the first time this past edition. But this is an original 07, like new, with a 4.5-inch grip, and strung with Pro Hurricane Tour, which was what Nadal hit with that year. So it's an original, not a replica, and it'll be up there as well. So make sure you check out that video.
Yeah, thank God, Don, when you were playing me today, you didn't smash that racket. The other racket you have.
I still haven't figured out my energy for today. I don't feel like if I'm super high energy or if I'm like super low energy and I'm trying to find super high energy.
Maybe it's the rain, or maybe you did too many weather videos. I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a fun time.
All right.
All right, topic number 1. Let's go. Come on. I'm trying to get motivated.
The girl that gave you the hat said, "I saw your pretty hat. You should wear the other Novak hat." So the other viewer gave you too. They both are great hats.
Okay, so I already had it ready for this, but let me tell you why that I had to think about it. I thought about this like 3 times before we even prepared our material for today. The same thing. So Florence has been in my head for like 3 days, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I had this on my head is when you messaged me, and I don't think it was on here. I think it was like Messenger or something.
Yeah.
You messaged me about the hat or something, and I was like, okay, I'll wear it no matter what until it wears out, every show, every video, whatever. And then I didn't know that this one was coming from King Miko. What's up? Love this guy.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't know. It was a total surprise. So because I had already told you, I didn't want to kind of, what do they call that? I didn't want to renege on my already promise. So you have now relinquished that. So now I feel free to do both. So thank you for that.
Gotcha.
All right. Anyway, enough said. Her hat will go up here. Well said?
Yes.
Topic number 1. This is something that everyone's known about for a couple of days. I will give a shout out to FurKill377 on this one. Why? Because we were in the middle of teaching a long day of tennis lessons, and I got a message. Rafael Nadal pulls out of the Olympics and Wimbledon. And I was on the court, and I was like, damn, really? And I told Carla that. She was feeding balls. She was like, huh?
No, I said not a shocker. Actually, I wasn't shocked by it. And which proves my point, what I said in the last show. Well, Nadal is really not someone that I would even pick on my fantasy thing on grass, you know, because I know he does a lot on clay. I just wouldn't pick him.
I would pick him for sure.
I wouldn't. I wasn't shocked. I didn't think it was going to change the outcome if Djokovic was trying to go for Wimbledon as well, you know, and then not playing the Olympics. He already won gold. I'm like, I don't blame him. I wouldn't go to the Olympics. And I know a lot of you guys are going to give me a lot of heat over this. But for tennis players, the Olympics really does not matter. Monica Puig won it. There's the point, right? I mean, Monica Puig, who? I mean, it does not matter. And I think that for him, he's older. His body's recovering. He probably had a hard loss against Djokovic. Probably tough to swallow. Now Djokovic is right behind him with 19. I think for him, U.S. Open is really good for him. I think, you know, just rest 100% at the U.S. Open. No bubble, no quarantine, no mask, living life back to normal. That's where I would play.
All right. First and foremost, we've talked about equality on this show 1,000 times, whether it's in tennis, whether it's in life, you know, whether it's in any the beautiful thing about tennis is you can compare it to any walk of life, right? You know, we say tennis is an international language, right? We have given grief to Roger Federer for him pulling out of the Berrettini match at Roland Garros. We have given grief for.
Well, he should have pulled out before, right? Way before.
Okay, I'm not debating that at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
Hello.
my
Are you gonna say anything?
What?
he won't know, but it's all cool.
Well, he knows.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get some love? He won't do it though. Come on,
Come
we
say
get some
hi.
love,
I got you. Took me a second. I was
You can say hi. Nobody ever sees you. We always talk
you have to
about.
come way around.
Maybe you gotta come
Hey,
here.
You
You
can't,
gotta
they
come
can
here.
only see from back here.
You come around here.
here.
Let me make an entrance. He wants to make an entrance. Okay, make an entrance. Oh, gotcha.
Okay. So okay. Why is it that we can't give grief to Nadal for doing this, but we can give grief to Federer for doing this?
Simple. He played a match that he should have said, hi, Christopher.
Yeah.
This is the one that beats everybody.
Let's go. He's the beast on the tennis court. Let's go.
It's simple, Justin, because Federer played the German guy, and I already forgot the German guy. Koffner? Was it Koffner? He should have let that guy win the match, and then he goes and pulls out because he wants to save his body for Wimbledon, when you shouldn't have even played the Grand Slam. Nadal is not even wasting anyone's time, giving the opportunity. Just because you don't like him, that's your problem. But he's giving the slot to someone else. Why not? Are you going to give grief to Osaka? Are you going to give grief to Raonic? Are you going to give grief to Goffin? Huh? Chorich? Are you?
Hell yes.
No, you're not.
Now, okay.
No, you're not.
I need a favor from you on Father's Day. Can you just say okay? What is it? Just say what is
To
it?
shut up?
For like a minute, without interrupting.
Raonic, thank you.
Can
Yes.
you give me 1 minute?
Sure.
Let me make sure the phone doesn't come. So I'm fixing to tell you what. I'm fixing to tell you, Carla. You're gonna see.
You didn't give him grief at the U.S. Open last year, but okay.
Okay. We talked about equality and being a good example for people. We've talked about just for a moment, a minute ago. You know, there's so many children these days that don't have fathers at home, and long story short, it's not as good as it could be for them. And I'll leave it at that. I think everyone's smart enough to understand what I'm saying. There's a lot of deadbeat dads out there. Rafael Nadal is, in my opinion, only pulling out of Wimbledon and the Olympics because he can't afford to. Okay, he's gonna go get on my unbelievable yacht. It's unbelievable too. I tell you what, I jump off the balcony and do stuffies and with my girl, and then I wear a thong bikini and I jump off. And now I'm speaking Russian. You get what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Okay, he's got an unbelievable yacht. People like Raonic, yeah, I'm gonna give him grief. Osaka, hell yeah, I'm gonna give him or her grief. Raonic, hell yeah. Goffin, come on, man, they can afford to. So what I'm getting at is how can Rafael Nadal be some role model He's doing it because he can afford to, and that's all I'm getting at is that's not a good example to set.
Dumbest excuse I've ever heard. You just don't have anything. That's the dumbest.
But the other,
that's so
but there's probably a million other tennis players out there that wish they could skip it, but they have.
We gave grief to Federer because he could have played but didn't want to.
Because he could afford to.
He was in the third round, and you're gonna go and withdraw in the next round, not being hurt. That's giving grief. That means you should have just lost in the third round or not played the tournament. That's what we said. You knew you weren't going to do good at French, so why not even play? This dude knows he's not going to do well at Wimbledon. It's not his surface. Didn't many people not play on grass because it was for cows and we didn't give him grief? He didn't play the U.S. Open last year and we didn't give him grief, but you got an issue with this?
It's selfish, Darla.
How is that selfish? How many tournaments that we don't join because you know what, we can't travel
just play or don't
our
play.
bodies
Play the
are
game or retire. Just do it.
How come you don't tell that to Venus? How come you don't tell that to other players?
Carla.
Anyway,
sometimes I get dumber listening to you.
This one deserves the dumbass award.
Okay.
You deserve the dumbest ass award on Father's Day. That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Tennis is a global sport, especially in the United States, is crumbling. One of the best in the world is not going to give us a chance. I think it's selfish. I think it's
not selfish.
I think it's selfish because he can afford to, and not thinking about.
He earned that right too.
And not okay. Let me fast forward to something else.
Do you want me to read the comments that people are saying?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
It'll be a bunch of Rafa fans knocking me
This
in the
guy
but it's
said-
selfish. Tennis is hurting. Tennis is hurting.
This guy 1000 said people are allowed to pull out of slams, Justin.
Well, I get it.
Alex Guillar says better to withdraw pre-tournament than during the tournament. Wildlife said Goffin is hurt. Goffin, Sister the Queen said Goff is legit injured. Goffin is injured, bro. Flock83, who gave me the hat, said I'm with Carla on this one. This guy said Justin, stop waffling.
Okay,
Alex
that's
Guillar
okay.
said Naomi's mental health is her reason. Dushan says Nadal will lose only 360 points and not 720 and will still stay top 4. Alex Guillar said Justin is confusing me.
Do I need to walk off of here for a second?
Okay, so you can't read comments?
Yes, but give me a second. Maybe I'm relaying the message wrong. All of these players are injured. There's an uncanny amount of players not playing there. Okay, I say my ankle's hurt. I say it's my body. There's a bubble there. They don't want to play in the conditions. Look, it's an excuse, obviously. Are you telling me all these players have withdrawn because of exactly what they're saying? Are you telling me that? Are you telling me that this Wimbledon right out of the bag with Osaka pulling out and a lot of other people pulling out is going to be some magnetic thing?
Rafa's pulled out of many Wimbledons. There's been many times he's pulled out of tournaments. Rafa, there's times he's pulled out of the U.S. Open. I like Sister the Queen's
That's all
comment.
I'm saying.
Sister the Queen's comment said Federer and Nadal don't have to play. They don't want to. Their bodies are breaking down.
Let me make a basketball or football metaphor because maybe there's too many weak-ass people in the tennis world. Let's make a baseball, basketball, or NFL football. Let's say you're in Game 7 of the NBA championships and your calf hurts. You know, your calf hurts. You gonna sit down or are you gonna be like Jordan and go ball? That's all I'm saying. A bunch of pussies, man. Everybody's pulling out.
Get hurt?
What was
his name that he was
bunch
with?
of sissies.
Who was with the Warriors?
Play the game
Who
or
was
get
with
ball.
the Warriors and that he kept playing and had a major injury?
Kevin Durant.
Was that smart, Kevin Durant?
But he was in there to ball.
Anyways, Flo says I think
that's all I'm saying.
Anyways,
soldier up.
Flo says I think Rafa's more respectful to the slam than Roger. At least someone else is having a chance. Roger occupies the seat and gave up in the middle. Yinghao said this is probably Rafa's smartest decision of his career.
Second of all, the crappiest comment I heard of the day was hers when she said, and I quote, you just said it, I wasn't going to pick Rafa on my fantasy team anyway.
I never do. So?
Yes, he's been beaten with the likes of Lucas Rosal and had some other, odd losses, but odds on favorite in every match that he would play unless he was facing Novak Djokovic. So how could you not take him as a safe pick?
No, I never do. Not on grass because he's beatable on grass. His game doesn't transfer well into grass, in my opinion. Again, I think it's better to give an opportunity to those that need the opportunity to play a slam if you're not going to put 100% into it.
And maybe what I was trying to say wasn't wasn't really relayed that well. But again, Game 7. Meaning Wimbledon is like the granddaddy of them all, in my opinion. And, your leg hurts so you can't show up. I just, that's a metaphor again. I'm just saying, this is the type of tournament where it doesn't mean shit about how I feel or what I'm doing. This is like everything in the tennis world. To me, I'm gonna be there, rain or shine.
Okay.
And I just feel
Novak has a better chance. Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Gene says the grass season is so short too. You cannot blame the players for pulling out potentially just 1 or 2 matches in grass, which isn't worth it.
I'll play.
Alex Kriya said team sports and individual sports are different. While I said, but you're ready in Game 7, Nadal and Federer would have skipped the entire playoffs. Laugh out loud.
That's who said that about the playoffs.
They would have skipped the whole thing.
Who said that comment?
Wildlife.
That's a good comment. He gets me.
Wildlife, I know you're being sarcastic.
But that's the metaphor I'm looking for. We're in the playoffs. This is Game 7 of the playoffs, and I just don't want to play. It's unbelievable. I just think that's wrong for the best player in the game. Do you think Tom Brady would have sat out if this was the NFL, if the Super Bowl? That's what I'm saying. You guys are being hypocrites. That's what I meant to say.
Because you're not a pro, because you're not number 1 in the world, you're saying that you are struggling, so you have to play. His body doesn't feel good. That's his problem. His problem. Raonic doesn't want to play because he's overweight. His problem. Osaka doesn't want to play because mentally she's not ready. Her problem. Halep possibly. She pulled out of the wild card they gave her. Many other. Gasparin was on that list. Who cares? Wang on that list. Who cares? Strikova. Not that it was going to make a difference. You got Chorich, who you thought would be the best. Can't play. Raonic about to retire. Okay, so what? Was that really going to make a difference, whether we watch it or not?
Ending this topic on this. Jordan would have played. Tom Brady would have played. Brett Favre would have played. Joe Montana would have played. Ronnie Lott would have played. Ronnie Lott in the middle of a game playing defense for the 49ers had his finger ripped off. Take that up. Get me back in the game, coach. That's all I'm talking about. Nadal's a pansy.
You should have thought that way today when you were playing against me.
Whatever,
you should think
man.
the same way that you just talking right now.
I don't know. I'm glad Wildlife one got my point. Damn, it didn't come out right. I haven't been able to find my right energy today. I don't know if I got like a head cold or something.
But who cares?
All right.
Justin on Father's Day roll.
Yeah, I get freaking jewel on Father's Day. All right.
Okay, so someone agrees with you. Says for life. Love Rafa. I agree with Justin. If you can't play, then you should.
You should get lost.
Play. It's just about you. It's about promoting the sport as well.
Yeah.
Michael says, gonna miss Fidel. Painfully, I acknowledge the Joker is the GOAT.
Hey, can I role play a 6-year-old kid that really loves Rafael Nadal right now? Oh, I got Rafael Nadal. I can't wait for Wimbledon. Oh, he just went through. I mean, come on, man. There's so many different levels.
Did you guys see the Djokovic video with his son playing tennis? Did you see that video?
He was hitting the one-handed backhand.
No.
Wasn't he hitting the one-handed? Oh, no, he was doing the Rafa follow-through.
By the way, Djokovic needs to hire a good coach because his son, I've seen many of professional players with their sons play, and that had to be, to me, I'm sorry, the worst tennis I've ever seen. Awful tennis. He needs to coach him.
Coaching your own kids is tough.
Okay, well, hire somebody because whoever's coaching him, it just wasn't good tennis. And I've seen a lot of pros with their kids. And that to me, I'm like, really? No way. That was rough for me to watch. Just saying.
Okay. The next topic is stemming right out of Nadal withdrawing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was an article that I came across yesterday morning. And forgive me, I didn't. I know I need to give props to the article, so I don't want to take someone's credibility. I want to say it was an Esquire magazine. I don't recall. It was in passing, and I saw it, and then I had to give the device back to somebody. So anyway, but we all know that Naomi Osaka has, been pulled out of Wimbledon, right? And we went through the media thing at Roland Garros and her mental stability and so forth and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we already know about that. We're not going to go back there. But this article I came across, the title was, I think, exactly this. And if it's not exactly this, if you find it, let me know and I'll correct it. And I would love to give props to the author that wrote it. But the title was this. Naomi Osaka doesn't need Wimbledon. However, Wimbledon desperately needs her. Osaka doesn't need Wimbledon. And I don't think her first name was in it. I think it was just Osaka. Osaka doesn't need Wimbledon. However, Wimbledon needs her. Do you agree with that or disagree with that? And why?
I disagree with that. She hasn't done well on grass. It's not like she's been someone that's gotten far. I think there was one comment. and I took a screenshot of it. It's Wildlife, and you're on, and I'm gonna read his comment. I don't think Wimbledon needs her, or vice versa. His comment was pretty good. Trying to get it here. Here we go. She won't. He put some when we found out she withdrew. He put she won't be better on clay and grass next year because she didn't play enough this year. She's stunning her own growth. That's what he said.
Yeah. You know, kind of acquiescing to everything else and just sticking with one comfortable surface. I don't think, 20 years from now, we'll look back. When we look at the greatest players of all times in men's tennis and women's tennis, we look at their overall package and especially majors. Now, we know Osaka has 4 of them. I think she's won a major every year, one a year for the past 4 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Repeat the title. Osaka doesn't need Wimbledon. Wimbledon needs her.
His son, by the way, his son Stefan is actually 6 years old. He's not 4 years old, and my 5-year-old plays way better than him. Just saying.
Yeah,
I've seen 6-year-olds whack the ball. His 6-year-old's way behind.
Yeah, our 5-year-old Justin.
I
Jr.,
watched his technique.
He kills it.
It
He's
was
really
awful,
good for
but
5.
again, his father's rich and stuff, so it's not like he's got to play tennis, and that's probably not his passion. But let me go back. I mean, he's still too young to know what his passion is. But let me read.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought the whole forehand, and even Djokovic said it. Oh, Nadal, and it was just ugly. To watch.
Carla didn't start tennis till 11.
Yeah.
Until she was 11. I started at 2. I was born into it, but 11, and she's a fine player.
Okay, he said she won't be she won't be better in clay and grass next year because she didn't play enough this year. She's stunning her own growth, is what Wildlife said. And then
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, I thought you want me to read it again.
No, I am. No, I thought you kind of cut me off there. You didn't let me finish there, so I just kind of went with it.
Oh, okay.
What I was saying is I'm repeating the title of. I'm sorry. I think we just misunderstood one
Okay,
another,
sorry.
but it was cool because I was with your energy.
Okay, sorry.
Because it's a good topic overall. Okay. But again, the title of the article is Osaka doesn't need Wimbledon. Wimbledon needs her. We have to kind of time out for a second. With an asterisk with Wimbledon though, because Wimbledon is a very traditional tournament. You still to this day, it's all white. You have to have a little, you have to have your attire pre-inspected before it even goes to print at the manufacturer to make sure it's within the club's attire kind of forte, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the traditions in sports is to interview. It's an age-old thing. I mean, back the time and the Colosseums where the Romans were, putting their slaves into the pit to fight with tigers, go watch Gladiator, you're speaking to the crowd, it's an age-old thing. And I don't think that Naomi Osaka could have played Wimbledon and dodged that. Especially it was, in my opinion, her excuse to withdraw from the French in such a way that made it such a big deal. I can't buy into the media stuff that she says puts a big pressure on her because, no disrespect to her boyfriend or whatever, but she has a hip-hop star boyfriend. That is a very often poppin' lifestyle. You might say, what the hell you know about it, white boy? Okay. I won't go here, but for a long period of my life, a crew and my life revolved around the hip-hop world in a way. Every weekend it was, anyway, long story short is that lifestyle was fast. It's a fast life. Okay. I see pictures with her all the time around bunches of people and all these ritzy. I think she spoke too soon at the French Open. I think she made an excuse to pull out and didn't realize the implications of it. I think she shot from the hip speaking. And I think she had to pull out of Wimbledon to protect herself from that whole fiasco happening again. Wimbledon is not going to bow down to anyone for that. Now, I will give a big what the bleep type of comment to 4 tennis players, 3 actually. John Isner, Nicholas Mahut, and who am I missing? Kevin Anderson, because they single-handedly made Wimbledon change their tradition by never breaking each other after 7 million hours of tennis. But besides that, Wimbledon is pretty damn solid.
Let me read another comment by Jack Nolte when she pulled out. He said Osaka better off withdrawing before, clearly not comfortable. However, another side of this is she's ready for the Olympics, but a month or two doesn't recover mental health. But she is going to be in more pressure at home slam. Press will be after her, no doubt.
Yeah, that's a great comment. The Olympics draw a global audience because it's multi-sports and there's country fighting country. That's the whole point of the Olympics. So if she can't talk at a major where there's just tennis fans and not fans from every walk of life, from every planet on Earth, or every country on the planet Earth, then it makes no sense to me. Because she'll hit every television and radio globally, whereas tennis is only gonna, what happened? Oh, my son Jonathan's on there. Let's get down.
What's up, Jonathan?
Proud of you, bro. Very proud of you, man.
Hello, that's the oldest one. If you see there, Jonathan Garden, that's the oldest one.
It's the first time I've ever seen that. Jonathan will be home in a couple of weeks. Can't wait.
Oh, Gene says hello, Jonathan. Let me read Ethan's comment. He says, I half expect Justin to say during the next show, Osaka, I better not see any more bikini shots on Instagram, or else I'll know you're not serious.
And he is so true here. And I give grief to any tennis player, male or female, that is always taking selfies of themselves at different places on Instagram, and I don't even keep up with it. But every time I have it on my phone, and I just kind of put 5K tennis stuff on there for our business or tennis stuff. But every time I pull it up, I'll see Osaka, bathing suit, beach, and blah, blah, blah. What I'm getting at, or what he's getting at, is if she can do all that with millions of people looking, and it just, her narrative doesn't make a lot of sense. That's all I'm saying. And in terms of Wimbledon, that would be a big deal to undertake if she tried to walk into Wimbledon and boss everybody around. Maybe the word boss everybody around is the wrong word, but it seems to me in 2021 though that if we get enough little whining babies to get out there and complain about something, then they change the face of humanity. Everybody wants to whine about something and whine, and then when it's like this is what we do, and someone stands up to that person, not just her, just people, like, no, you can't do that, this is the rules, if you don't like it, just go. Oh, this person just, dissed me and I have mental problems now because of it, and wah. You're supposed to be a fighter. You're supposed to be a damn fighter. That's what you're supposed to be. Tennis is a replica of a duel. It is a fight to the damn death. And if you got to pull out because your freaking tummy hurts, and if you got to freaking pull out because I'm too fat like Raonic, just shut up. Just get lost. And let me talk to someone that wants to talk. Because otherwise you shouldn't be making the tens of millions of dollars in prize money, and you damn sure shouldn't be getting 109 figures and a damn sponsorship. It's bullshit. And
Shed Rock said mental health should be taken serious. Naomi has nothing to prove to anyone.
Whatever.
No, she doesn't have anything to prove to anyone, but if she is going through something, I don't think that I don't think a couple of months are going to do anything. Yeah. It takes a while when you're going through some depression or something.
Yeah, whatever.
And I would think that.
Carl, you ever been depressed?
Of course, yeah. When I thought I had cancer.
Have any of you ever been depressed?
I've seen my family go through stuff. I've been through where times my parents didn't even have food on the table. I'd eat mustard, that would be my meal. There were times where, my mom worked 3 jobs. I helped her. I had to work to help them out. Have I been through? Sure. But you know what? I learned from my mom and my dad. Life is tough.
Yeah,
no one has time to listen to you, bitch. No one has time to see you cry. You got to get out of it, snap out of it, and move on. I've just always told myself that. That's what when I see my kids feel sorry for themselves, Gabby, no. I tell people, you know what? I tell them, suck it up. Life is tough. What about those kids in Africa who get shot, killed, raped? Their parents just killed. They have life tough. And
whole tribes extinguished from the planet Earth. And no one even knows about it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to stop there. We've ranted about this a million times. I'm tired of seeing people whine about mental freaking issues when you... Never mind.
Mitrovic says, I don't agree. NBA players are the biggest crybabies on the whole sport.
And
who give a damn for their opinions. I agree with you on that.
Agree. There's a lot of whiners there too.
Alex Cuellar said, our mind is very powerful. It is. Alex Cuellar said, people have been depressed from COVID. Yep. Let me go back to a comment up here that I saw Sister the Queen make. Where is it? Okay. She said, right now, Osaka is a hardcore specialist. She needs to diversify if she wants to be an all-time great.
Who's the Sister the Queen said that?
And she also said, Wimbledon does not need Osaka, neither did the French. Yep. Let me go back. There were some comments that I missed. Okay, here it is. Joel Suraj said, just join your contenders for the title. That's the question.
Contenders for this tournament?
Mm-hmm.
On the men's side, Djokovic. This is a tournament. Matt Cain 2 years ago won the new tennis racket, or he won a Wilson Byrne. I think
He
it was
won
one of our
Jonathan's
demos.
racket,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jonathan's racket. Yeah. This is a year like that year. I think Djokovic won that year. Anyway, Djokovic, I think on the men's side is a pretty safe pick. You know.
Yeah, of course
pretty
he
safe
is.
pick.
Yeah, of course.
On the women's side on the grass, if I'm betting my life on it, it would be hard for me not to say Serena, only because on the grass for her it's more 1-2 tennis. Serve +1. Serve, there's the short ball, let me run them that way. I'm going to get my neutral ball back and then I'm going to put it behind them or in front of them. Because of Serena's ability to play heavy and quick, I think she has to be the favorite because Osaka is removed. I know Osaka hasn't done very well at Wimbledon in terms of history, but she has a lights out serve and she's able to do the +1 tennis as well. If I'm a betting man, I'm not saying in my heart when I do my fantasy team for what we're all going to compete in together, I'm not saying I will pick her.
I am.
But I think as a favorite right now, I would give it to her. If Serena's serve is on and her +1, +2 tennis is really good, and she's reading the ball early on return of serve and is getting some looks at some forehands on the return of serve, getting some free points off this return of serve, I think she's a favorite. Do you agree?
I agree. Wildlife says Swiatek. I'm sorry. I think
No way.
all of us are telling him no way.
Wildlife. Okay, time out.
All of us are saying no way.
Time out there. Wildlife won. Carla had a bet last tournament with Michael Walker, and she won, and Michael Walker bought Carla a Rafa hat and gave it to our son Chris, you saw earlier. Mm-hmm. I'll make a bet with you. A hat swap. Okay. That Swiatek goes, that Serena goes farther than Swiatek
I take that bet
in the tournament.
I take that bet with you.
That no player has to win it. I buy you a hat of your choice, or you buy me a hat of my choice. If Serena goes farther than Swiatek, so if Swiatek goes further than Serena, you win.
Wildlife bought the Rafa hat. He bought the Rafa.
Well, he's gonna be buying another hat. Do you want to take the bet for hat number 2?
Gene says Swiatek goes out first round of Wimbledon. I'm sure of it. Me too. I don't think she'll even make past. I mean, Serena will go further for sure. That's a safe bet. Very good bet.
Oddly enough,
What's up, Brian? He said deal.
Let's go. Okay,
deal.
We're in.
I have a bet.
Can I get a fist pump? Will you tell me after he hits this?
Fist pump. Just hit a
Come
fist
on,
pump.
give me that. Give me that.
And I have a bet that I said Djokovic was not winning Wimbledon. I know there's a lot of you out there, so whoever want to take that bet, that had to do something, and they have to do something. I'm betting for sure he's not winning Wimbledon.
Who?
Djokovic.
You gotta take that bet.
We already talked about this. Remember, they had to decide what I was going to do.
Oh, we'll figure that out. Look, figure this stuff out because she stated a lot of people have bet her bets over the years, and she's actually lost them. I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, now speaking of Novak Djokovic for a second, you know Novak Djokovic is eyeing the Golden Slam, not the career Golden Slam like Serena Williams has. Mm-hmm. Has anyone ever won, ever in the history of tennis? Rod Laver, maybe. I think Rod Laver has.
Not in women's, we know someone has done it.
Steffi Graf?
Right. Okay.
The career Golden Slam is winning Wimbledon, U.S. Open, Australian Open, French Open, and the Olympics in your entire career. So if you play for 20 years and win one, okay. But the absolute beast of them all is winning all 4 majors and the Olympics. That only happens every 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. Djokovic can do that. He's won the Australian. He's won Roland Garros. Let's go. I told you. Let's go. I told you. Now Wimbledon knocks on the door, heavy favorite, and I'm pretty sure unless something happens, gets injured, whatever, he'll be a heavy favorite going to the U.S.
No, he won't.
Can he?
No, he won't be a heavy favorite at U.S.
Why? Why?
U.S. Open has always been his.
The only reason why he lost last year was because of an accidental throat hack.
Justin, look at Djokovic's record at the U.S. Open. He is tired by the time he gets there. He wants to win Wimbledon. He wants to win the Olympics. The guy is going to be freaking tired. I take anybody else. I also bet that he won't win the U.S. Open. That's how sure I am. No way.
I'll bet you on that.
What you want to bet, Justin?
We're already skipping to the U.S. Open, right?
What you want to bet, Justin? What you want to bet? You cut your hair off?
Okay,
That's
no,
how
no,
sure
no,
I
no.
am.
I got to bet.
That's how sure I am.
I got to bet. I'm not cutting my hair. You know that.
Okay, then you're not confident.
But let's bet. That takes years to grow. I got curly hair. It's a lot longer than it looks. Okay, if Djokovic wins the U.S. Open, I take you to a fish show.
Oh my God.
Are you not confident?
I hate going to that stuff.
I take you to a
Sure,
fish.
but I know it's
Lock
not.
that in.
So what am I getting? That shit's torture for me. Going to a fish show is torture for me.
Man, she has no idea what she's in store
So
for.
what do I get if I win?
I mean, I'll take you to a freaking Santana show or something.
I want to go to Santana.
I'll figure it out because I'm confident.
We're going somewhere then.
I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
But not with a whole bunch of kids.
No, by ourselves.
For the first time in 11 years?
We'll go by ourselves.
Where are we going?
I don't know. We've decided.
Yeah.
Somewhere fun.
We will watch this. Will never happen. Because we were already gone. Exactly.
We could have gone, but we just don't.
Yeah. Okay. Djokovic is very much keyed on this Golden Slam. What are his chances to do it? What are his chances to do a single year Golden Slam? I think they're pretty damn good.
No.
I'd put him at 85%.
Nah, not at his age, 34, going to 5 sets. Nah, I don't think so.
85%.
First of all, I think for him to even waste energy at the Olympics, nah.
85%.
Nah, 50%.
We're going to a fish show. Let's go. I'm going to pick one in like Madison Square Garden for New Year's.
I didn't bet that Novak wouldn't win Roland Garros. I mean, I thought Nadal was the heavy favorite.
All right, we're going to take a pause on like really tough, or not tough, but really, I guess, tennis-related stuff, even though this involves a tennis player. The next topic, and this is going to be a short one, and if you want me to just kick it to the curb, just tell me. But this has to do with Denis Shapovalov, okay? Denis Shapovalov. Now, if you just started watching Shapovalov now, you probably won't get this, but, you know, Denis Shapovalov as a junior was, you know, long blondie. He wore a ball cap backwards. You know, he had these little boyish habits like bouncing the ball in between his legs every time he walks up to serve. I think he still does that.
Hold on, while I'm saying we should probably put a limit on our hat, $40.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. That's cool. That's an expensive hat. No, I realize that. I
Rob,
realize that these Lacoste hats can be
That's
more
crazy.
expensive than that. No, but okay. Here's the thing.
Roger's hats are what, $29?
From Uniqlo, but here's the thing. Okay, this is a good topic in of itself. Hold on. Don't let me forget about Denis Shapovalov. But hats. I wear hats a lot. Obviously, I'm on the court multiple hours every day, and I grow my hair out long sometimes, and there's a stage between. Where it's just a big fro, and then finally it lays down. I need a hat then. So I buy a lot of hats. Roger Federer's hat from Uniqlo right now is $29.90. You have to pay for shipping, whatever. So once you get it to the door, it's like $35, something like that, right? And then like these Lacoste hats, which I didn't know, one was $50 US, this one, and that one was $75. So
yeah, 65 with
but
shipping. Yeah.
So let me put this into perspective, though. I think it's a good purchase because I bought a blue Roger Federer hat. Actually, I bought like 10 of them because they just, you know, anyway. So I have already torn up 2 of them. One of the rubber little pieces on the backstrap popped off, and then on another one, some of the embroidery, and I just got them. Now, these Lacoste hats are very solid. They're like very well made.
Well, for $60, I would hope so.
Yeah, there's not a lot of trinkets on them. So what I'm gathering is that the Lacoste hats will last indefinitely, and you can wash them because they're 100% cotton. Aren't they 100% cotton? Now I'm giving Lacoste a freaking shout out. Shouldn't be doing that. I should be paying a brother. Yeah. Oh, it's 100% polyester, but
Ryan Mason said Dennis couldn't wrap a Christmas present.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that the Lacoste hats are a good purchase. You know, there's some purchases where you buy the more expensive car, like a Mercedes, and the Honda's better. Mercedes always break down electronically. Mercedes are a mechanical nightmare. Believe me, I've ran service departments. Don't buy the Mercedes unless you don't even care how much it costs to fix. Anyway, long story short, I think the Lacoste is more like the Honda. Denis Shapovalov, back to him. This isn't about tennis so much, but this is about his absolutely ridiculously cheesy, bottom of the barrel, white boyish type stuff in terms of his rap or rapping skills. Carla has a picture that I made that is going to show you the new nickname that I have prepared for him. Now remember, this guy used to have the long hair.
So this is the first picture you want me to show?
Show me the OG Chapo. Shapovalov's new name is OG Shapo. And look, I tried to send.
By the way, he looks cute. Still. I like his new haircut.
Look, I tried to send it to him personally. I put a hashtag with his
And
name.
he looks cute,
I put it at his page. I put it right on him. So I
like.
I put it right on.
I did like the long hair, but I like his hair now.
Look,
sure, so
if you can get this to Denis Shapovalov, I tell you what, Denis Shapovalov, I challenge you personally to a freestyle battle, any place, anytime, as long as I can afford to get there. We'll do it live with any beat that you want.
he's definitely not Eminem. Don't diss Eminem.
And what we'll do is this isn't going to be some beat that you cook up, you practice it for 2 years before this happens. This will be something that let's say my son Christopher or any bro picks up. Any beat, it could be anything. And I'll challenge you, and I promise you I'll destroy you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, with that said, there's my challenge. Make sure he gets it. I still love you, bro. You're a good tennis player, but damn, bro, find your identity and stick with it, and your freaking rap skills
And then
suck.
I like Eminem. He doesn't. I like Eminem.
I don't like Eminem either. I don't.
He can definitely rap.
I don't.
That is one guy that can rap.
He raps.
He's got skills.
He's too fast though.
He's got skills.
And every album sounds the same.
Nah, I disagree.
Look, I'd rather have Biggie or
I would
Tupac
pay to
any
listen
day.
Justin diss Chapo.
I would love it.
Chapo looks like the guys from the Karate Kids in the 80s.
Look, if you're in that game, if you're in
I like Chapo. He's
look,
got cuties.
I'm not dissing him personally.
He's a
If
cutie.
you're in that type of freestyle battle club game, you're shaking hands at the net afterwards, but you're damn sure dissing him while you're going down. Let me see. Let me see.
OG
Chapo. What?
Look at that.
Let's go, bro.
Looks good. I like
Okay,
it.
now can you show him the picture? Now hold on before you show it. Yeah, hold on.
Uh-huh.
I need to tell Chapo this as well. Love you, bro. Great tennis player. I'm with you. Definitely want to have a battle though, and film that. He might not want to film it because he might not want to release it. Because I will pepper spray him with. Yeah, okay. It's going to be easy. All right. There's a guy that did this before. There's a couple guys that have tried this before. Yeah. Can you imagine him? Make sure Shapovalov remembers who the guy is that's already tried to do this before, because he looks just like him. You see?
What'd you right here? You put, yo, Denis Shapovalov, someone's already done this. Stick to tennis.
Yeah, I sent that to him. I told you. Yeah, I told you.
Oh shoot!
If he's truly in that game, he'll appreciate the smack talk and he'll take the challenge.
They look alike too.
Yeah, look just alike.
Ice,
That-
baby.
You know,
What about his lyrics? There was a lyric that you said.
Who?
We were listening to his song "Chapo and Moutet."
Oh, okay, yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so here's a quote from one of his videos. It was on YouTube, and you can tell, that when we're doing that type of music, at least the places around the country that I've traveled to do it, there's something we call white boy rap. They rhyme too quickly. It's like cat hat. I walked down the street and saw a cat, and then the doorway. It's so cheesy. It's not really complicated at all. My 5-year-old could do it, right? So there was one stanza inside of this that was just absolutely the most cheesiest shit I've ever heard. Quote: he was like rapping about something, even though he's like, a rich tennis player. Talk so much shit they forgot how to pee.
Wow!
I'm like, what? Anyway,
No, I think
the cheesiest stuff I've ever heard.
I think you even told. Wait, it's right here because you send it to me.
Cheesy.
Here it is. Okay, talk so much shit they forgot how to pee. Wow, yeah, that is
Just,
bad.
why would you even say that? Like,
Yeah,
that almost makes your poll
The cat in the hat.
the
not
cat in the
that.
hat. What do you think about that? My name is Denis Shapovalov, and that's just that.
Merrick75 said nowadays Chapo visits hairdresser before
Yeah.
every match.
Okay, check this out. Who said that?
Merrick75.
Okay, this is for Merrick75 because we're on the same brainwave, no doubt. Okay. Denis Shapovalov went from a backwards ball cap and the long blonde hair. Okay, now remember, Denis Shapovalov, wasn't he like raised in Israel or born Jewish and then moved to Canada or something like that? Now he's dropping dimes on him. I'm from the streets, bruh. So, man, my sir's amazing,
wait a
bro.
second.
Come on, man. I'm not Jewish. I don't come from nothing. Let's go. I got everything wrapped up like that. That's me. Let's go. That's Chapo.
Well, Chapo,
All right.
he's
Crazy.
cute. He's like the type of boy you would bring to a high school prom. I don't think he's the type of boy that I want to bring down to the hood.
Okay, so,
Just saying.
so he goes from the backwards ball cap and the long hair to a bandana and a fade with the hair all sticking out, and that's where we're on the same page. So what is the thing about? Do you notice that guys, when guy tennis players start to get a little an ego, they start to look at themselves and they're like, yeah, I'm silky smooth now. They change from the hat or no hat to the bandana. Have you noticed this? Federer did it. Federer used to wear a hat or just his ponytail, and then he shifted to the silky smooth bandana. Fabio Fognini, he used to play hat. Now he's silky smooth with the bandana. Look at Dimitrov. He used to wear the hat or nothing, and now he's silky smooth with the bandana. Who are some other players? Dominic Thiem. That's a good one. Who are some other men's players that shifted from, the little boyish hat, looking like a freaking dork?
Let me tell you something. There's a few guys out there that look like you wouldn't want to mess with. Benoit Paire is one.
Man, I'll knock him out.
No, he looks like he's one that would. Thomas Burditch, when he got angry, you better be careful. Djokovic, I wouldn't want to mess with. Nadal, he's quiet, but I wouldn't want to mess with him.
You know what's hilarious, though? Have you ever seen some of these YouTubers that do tennis shows and they throw on a bandana while they're doing it? Have you seen this? Like they're sitting right in their house. Be like me wearing a bandana right now. Like a ninja. Me tennis, I can play tennis. I got a bandana on. I look really good wearing it. Let's go.
This guy said if he ever wins a slam, wait for his debut album, release on all platforms and everything. Laugh out loud.
Yo, you talk so much crap, you forgot how to pee.
Shedrock said Shabo changed completely when he stopped wearing oversized Nike polos. Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's see. So let's go to the next stop. I'm Chapo. I take no crapo.
Dude, he just destroyed Chapo.
I take no crapo.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. All right. What's the next subject?
All right. Next subject is this. There was a picture that surfaced in a lot of places, whether it was an online magazine, social media, whatever. And this picture was of Serena Williams at a resort in the pool, a nice pool, with her husband Alex Ohanian. This was a telling picture. Let's look at the picture and let's dissect it for a moment, and let's go where we go with this one. Right? We got a good view. Is that blurry?
Oh my god.
Can we get some more clarification on that?
Sorry.
Can you get a close up there? Oh no.
Oh my god. Serena actually looks good in her one-piece bathing
Don't you have a picture of the thing that you thought it was in the first place that you showed Lily?
Yeah, I do.
Can you find that one?
Yeah, I showed it to B-Dog actually.
Yeah, let's check that out. There was another picture that came in just after this one, and this was Alex, and the next shot. This was from across the pool. Yeah, I like that picture better.
But then B-Dog says, "You remember that guy from the X-Men?"
Oh,
he's
Lord.
like, "That's what he looks like."
Oh.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Oh Lord.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh man.
Number one.
Expired Jesus.
Who said that? That's hilarious. Oh man, I shed a tear on that one. That was funny.
First of all, I went back and I looked at the pictures when they were going out. I went back and I said, he didn't look bad when they hooked up. But if I'm Serena and I'm getting in shape, she doesn't look bad.
Serena looks really good.
I'm like, what the hell do you do with that?
Do you know? Look, honestly, I promise you, I'm not exaggerating. I think
the son and Alex haven't met you.
Yeah, haven't met. He's been programming too long. But Serena kind of reminds me, but a taller version of Carla when she's in the swimsuit. You're built like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was kind of nice to see. I was like, okay, Serena looks really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And she looks happy. And they both look really happy. I get that. That's a happy picture.
Yeah.
But damn. Okay, let's think about this. Carla, don't you think, I'm going to ask you a question as a woman, sister to Queen too, or any other young ladies out there. My question is to you guys, to you, and it's Father's Day. Tell me the truth. Okay? Would you try to hint around to your husband to maybe, hey baby, go out in the sun a little bit? You don't even have to lose that much weight or something.
He doesn't have to lose them. He doesn't have to lose weight.
Like what?
He has to tone up. He doesn't have to lose weight. He's not fat. He's just very pale and has no chest. I like chest in a guy. That's important to me.
Go.
And his is just straight. It's a straight wall and it's too white. And I hate to say that, but you need a little bit of color, just a little bit.
So do you tell him that?
I wouldn't tell him. I wouldn't tell him.
So
that.
you just live with it?
No, I would say, hey baby, help me lift some weights. I need help. Like I wouldn't be mean and say, hey, you look bad.
Yeah, you look like
I
shit.
said,
Go lift some weight.
Hey babe, help me. You know, I need some inspiration. I need to do some sets or reps or whatever. And I'd go out wherever they have their gym, and I'd be like, all right, I'm doing 10. Can you do 20 pounds? All right, 3 reps of whatever. All right, let's get to push-ups. I need help. Let's do push-ups. Maybe if we do push-ups together, we'll get better at it. You know, stuff like that. And then I'll say, hey babe, let's go swim at the pool. You know, spend some time alone. Just stuff like that.
I don't think the pool's enough.
He will get tan.
Oh, so you're looking at the tan and the physique.
Yeah.
So you're doubling it up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I relay that message. So you would do it. Your strategy would be, oh geez, I don't want to tell him he's really looks pretty flabby out there. But let me just try to make up a story that I'm going to work out and use him as my workout partner to, in other words, slide it in.
I'm not sending my picture. They want Michael Walker, send your picture to Carla and we can judge your body. Oh, who? Which body? Who? Send your picture to Carla. We can judge your body. Oh, I get it now.
Who?
Got it. I got it,
What's
Michael Walker. Any picture. He's vegan. David said vegan. Okay, but
damn,
wait.
there's some damn heavy lettuce out there. He's vegan. He must have like steroided lettuce with freaking beef in it. You can't get that fat eating lettuce.
He's not even fat.
What? Are you serious?
He's not fat. He needs to tone up.
Man, he looks like a piece of dough.
Justin, he's just soft.
I was waiting. Like I was
There's
trying.
no shape, but you know how you could be a big guy and still have shape, right? There could be
He's got shape. All
there
right.
could be shape in your legs and arms, and you could see it. But he's got like no chest, and he's
got some shape.
He's got nothing. It's all straight. Like I'd rather see like a belly and then at least some titties up here, you know.
Damn. Let's go.
I'm just saying. Can we move back to tennis? All right,
we can. Let's do it.
He does look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. That's what Sister Tweet said.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I feel bad for Serena because, I'm sure that in her head, here she's trying to be all fit and stuff, and I don't know. Well, anyways.
That's something to pontificate.
No.
Very interesting. All right. 2 young ladies won their first WTA titles this past week on the grass. Jabeur and Samsonova. Great job for both of them. If you're playing fantasy team and tennis racket giveaway, I'm not saying I would pick either one of them for the big pot, but for the fantasy team, you're looking at 2 2-point players that are doing pretty well in the grass. I still wish Jabeur would get in a little bit better shape. Samsonova's not a rookie either. She's been around a few years. So, but I will say that sometimes before these fantasy team competitions begin, and if you're competing in them with us, sometimes who's hot real fast, right before the grass, will definitely start kicking some ass. So they're good 2-point plays for sure.
Oh, you just rhymed there.
Where?
Definitely kicking some ass in some grass.
Anyway.
You rhymed. I'm sorry.
What's up, Shapovalov?
So we see Jabeur beats Kasatkina. Samsonova beats Benchik, and she was a qualifier. So both of these ladies, their first WTA title. Kind of shocking that Jabeur's first WTA title. I expected her to already have a title. I'm a little shocked by that news. I didn't know that. Did you?
That Jabeur did not have a title? No, I did not know that.
To me.
I was assured Samsonova did before I was reading the article. We watched some of the match. Anyway, but I did not know it was Jabeur's first title. I thought
that was odd to me because I would expect her to have another title. By the way, I saw Coco Vandeweghe was back. Very strong woman. I think she's probably 31 now. Back in tennis, she was beating some people. Good for her, She looked to be. I always liked her. I always picked her at the U.S. Open. I was telling my daughter, watch her game. She's a strong girl, strong serve, hits a good forehand, hits a good backhand. Good to see her back in the tour. What other news do we have? Berrettini Wildlife, wasn't it you that sent me a
I
message?
forgot about that. No, it was Ryan Mason that sent a message too. I think Wildlife One and Ryan Mason
Yeah.
sent a message.
Ryan Mason sent me a message. And
The English Slayer.
No, and Wildlife sent me a message. She said, I'm trying to watch this Queen's final. I can't believe I'm watching Cam Norrie in an ATP 500 final.
Against Berrettini.
What does that tell you about men's tennis? I know a lot of you guys are like, get to the tennis, but...
That's why I was so upset about Nadal pulling out. Because, you know, here's someone that makes a great comment. I don't know if that was on YouTube or privately. By the way, if you want to message us privately, you can do that. And that is on Facebook. And you can find us either 5K Space Tennis on Facebook or Justin, that's my name, Justin, space Carla, that's her name, Carla, space Davis, Davis, that's our last name. We'll just accept the friend request and we can go, you know, back and forth privately, as well as on Instagram at 5K Tennis, no spaces, just 5K Tennis. And that way you can, you know, chat privately, send pictures and we can show them and so forth. So a lot of you we do that with, and it's really cool if all of you do. That's the whole point. So please feel free to do that.
All right.
I forgot what I was saying.
We were talking about Berrettini,
yeah.
Norrie, and then we have Humbert beats Rublev.
Good for him.
And how?
Good
I'm
for
sorry,
him.
but are you guys excited about tennis right now? I'm trying to watch grass. Are you guys excited? Is
I
it
am.
exciting right now?
I am excited because I love grass more
These
than
tournaments,
anything.
so are they exciting for you guys? Are you guys having fun? I'm asking you as the viewers. Are you having fun watching grass right now?
Like, there's crickets chirping. Cheep, cheep.
Are you guys having fun? It's kind of boring. I saw Mallorca was on.
Crickets
I
out
was
there.
like,
And that's what I was alluding to when we first started the show, and it didn't come out right, and my thoughts were mixed. And then I started thinking about, you know, would the best player in the world miss Game 7 if their stomach hurt?
tumbleweed.
But this is what I'm getting at. When all these big name players just start pulling out and say my knee hurts, you know, they lead us to believe we're injured, and us as biased.
One big name, Nadal. Don't tell me that the
Look,
rest of the
But you're forgetting about something, Carla. You're thinking about patriotism. That you know there's a lot of German fans in Germany that like Goffin, or what is he, Belgium?
He hurt us. He's legitimately hurt.
But I
We're
understand
telling the
that.
guy to hurt on
I get it.
messed
You know,
up
there's a lot
ankle.
of Spanish. Never mind. I'm not. We've already talked about this. You're
All right.
beating a dead horse.
It doesn't
But
matter.
tennis is hurting. You just said it. You're sleeping right now during
Tennis
finals.
is hurting because we don't have this. We
And
haven't.
people are pulling out.
Zverev lost. Not that it matters.
Who
Medvedev
cares about
lost.
puppy hater?
Medvedev lost. By the way, I was watching a video smashing rackets. Medvedev's almost in every single one,
Who
at least
believes
5 or 6 times.
Who
With
believes
Djokovic.
it?
It was funny to watch. Just
All
saying.
right, last topic, right? Last topic for today, and we'll take as many topics as you guys want. But this is the last stuff that I have.
More Joker says, "Welcome to Nole Fam." Just in the cap looks
Let's
great.
go. Let's go. Come on. Let's get down. And this topic is about Novak Djokovic. This is the last thing of the material I had written. She may have more, and we'll take comments. Again, it's raining outside, so.
Well, see, this is what I was talking about. Mallorca's on Medvedev.
Can I finish?
Okay, go ahead.
This is the last thing I have. Novak Djokovic, will he get 20 this Wimbledon? And does that make him the permanent GOAT over the others that have 20 because he's head-to-head above them both? I think we talked about this a little bit last show. I think we've had time to think about that and to rationally answer. If Djokovic gets 20 at Wimbledon, number one, does he, yes or no? And number two, does that make him the greatest of all time for all those that have debated this topic
Yes, it
for
would.
years and years and
We already
years?
talked about
And
this.
I was one that said no until he had that same number.
Yes.
Yes,
We talked about this
Yeah,
already.
I think he gets his 20, and I think it is hands down Federer 2 and Rafa 3.
Oh, yes, you did text, Ryan. You said, texted Justin Berrettini beat Murray,
Yep.
Evans, and Norrie.
He told me, Ryan said that,
I got it
and I had that written.
Berrettini,
Yeah.
the English player, beat Murray, Evans, Norrie in one tournament.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. So it tells you how much of that tournament we watched. But he's right. We read a poem earlier from Ryan, right, about the tennis player's prayer. And he sent a message that the Berrettini was the English Slayer because he beat 3 Brits on the way to the final.
Not that they were impressive.
Yeah, he should have beaten them.
Yeah. All right. So right now, tournaments we got going on. Mallorca, Medvedev is playing. Thiem, Batista Gul, Busta, Rude, Humbert, Hachinov, and Lajic. Okay, not interested. Viking International Eastbourne, Monfils, Di Manor, Senego, Pelka, Bublik, Fokina, and Norrie. Okay. Women's, Bad Homburg, Kvitova, Pagula, Azarenka, Herbert, Podoroska, Kirsty. It's a lot more interesting than the men's, in my opinion.
Yeah, the women's right now is better.
Viking International, Sabalenka, Pliskova, who plays Bekic again. I thought that was an interesting match. Andrescu, who plays Keys, another interesting match. Benchik, who plays Marcic, Pavlyuchikova, and Ostapenko are playing against each other. Mertens and Coco Gauff, another interesting match. Right now, to me, the women's is a lot more interesting than the men's. For some reason, the men's grass tournament is just not that interesting.
Everybody's stomach.
Not that interesting because even Djokovic is just playing doubles at the Mallorca tournament.
And good for him.
You know,
That's good though. Doubles is a whole other animal, and it's great. It's great for your net game. I mean, he's staying good at the net. He's going to need that game. He's going to need the net game at Wimbledon. So a smart coaching move there for him to play doubles there was very smart.
Alex says, oh, by the way, Sabalenka and Azarenka are winning Olympics doubles gold. Okay, is that what you're predicting?
It's a good thought.
Let's go.
It's a good thought.
We know Wildlife loves Sabalenka and Schweikert.
Well, you can't rule out anyone playing with Bethany Maddox-Sands in women's doubles
Is she
at the
playing
Olympics.
the Olympics?
I'm not sure, but if Bethany Maddox-Sands plays for the U.S. women's doubles, they have a shot at winning.
Oh, they won the doubles title in
Who?
Berlin. I didn't know that. Sabalenka and Vika.
Oh, well, good for them.
Good.
All right. Lastly, again, there's so much we're giving out for Wimbledon. $250, a brand new tennis racket. Anyone that you want, ordered, sent right to you. A original 2007 Babolat Pure Aero, the original Rafael Nadal racket with a 4.5-inch grip, freshly strung, with Pro Hurricane Babolat strings. So just like what he played with, exactly, except the grip size 4.5. I think he plays with a 4.25. Y-Tech strings, 5K tennis merchandise, and everything under the $250. Make sure if you want to compete with this, there's a separate video and it's on a separate playlist. The playlist is titled 5K, no, not 5. I think it's just Wimbledon 2021 I forget the exact title, but look for it. There's only one video as of now in it. It's just a sole video and a single playlist titled on its own. Go there. It's a short video. Watch the rules. Try not to make any mistakes. If you start writing down your teams or whatever after the draws have come out, it's hard for me to catch all the mistakes. So if mistakes are made, then don't shoot me if we get going and you're not even in the competition, because if you make mistakes and I don't catch it, it's impossible to play. So just follow the rules. It's really simple. And subscribe. That's the only thing it takes to qualify to play. Just subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, because if you win and you're subscribed, we're sending it out to you.
Thank you. Our home is fine. Seems like everything is good. Seems like the repair is good. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, Jean told me that Wednesday the rankings of Wimbledon come out.
Yeah.
And then on Friday the draw comes out.
Yes, and that thank you. Thank you for Gene. Gene's a wonderful young man, and he moderates during these videos when he can. We're on the opposite sides of the world. He's in South Africa. Anyway, on the day that the draws come out, and we do this every major. We do every major. We do daily shows during the majors every single day. Doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m. here. We don't have a set time. We'll do shows every day. The next show we will do will be today's Saturday.
Yes.
We'll probably
today's Sunday.
Sunday. We'll probably do one show like Tuesday, Wednesday in the middle of the weeks. We like to do it every couple days. But on Friday, I do know that once the draws come out on Friday, Carla and I will prepare our draws. So she'll print a draw, I'll print a draw, we'll complete our draws. Carla will select her fantasy team, I will select my fantasy team, and I will predict the men's finals and the women's finals and winners for the $250. We will not win our own prizes, but we will definitely be doing the same show we do for every major on Friday night, our time. So it's somewhere around 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night this upcoming Friday. We'll be doing. It's usually a fairly long show too. It's usually like an hour and a half because we go down, tell you our teams, why we picked them. And I would wait for you guys to pick your teams after that, not because you want to listen to our teams. You guys win all the time and we don't. But just in case you have questions about the rules, you can see how they're put into place, right? I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people playing this tournament. There was more than ever the last tournament. And I almost didn't catch all the mistakes. I did, but if I miss any mistakes, it's hard to compete, all right? Anyway, much love. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for the hats. King Miko, Florence Chan, happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Again, thank you to my kids for putting their handprints on this and sending me a happy Father's Day little deal here. I was pretty excited about that. Anyway, if you do want things on the wall behind us.
Yeah, I've got Alex Couillard who got me a Serena shirt. So Carteri, I'm going to wear it for you.
Let's go.
Since you're such a huge fan of Serena, I'm going to wear it just for you and I'll post it on your Facebook. Just for you.
Find us on Facebook, Justin space Carlo with a C space Davis. Instagram 5K Tennis, no spaces. Facebook 5K space tennis, and that way we can share pictures and make it a whole lot more fun. If you do want stuff on the wall and don't want to put your address here, I don't blame you. And our email address is 5ktennis@mail.com. 5ktennis@mail.com. Text message. You can text message 251-404-0011. U.S. international rates apply. That's her phone number. I never answer my phone. 251-404-0011. And you have her. If you want stuff on the wall, we'll give you the address here, and you can send it, and it will end up on the wall.
Well, Sinisa, I don't know if there's a graph shirt, but Alex Couillard took his time to find me a Serena shirt, asked me what color I wanted, my size, and everything. So I'll be receiving that soon, and I'll wear it. Whatever you guys want to get, I'll wear it. I don't care if it's even Djokovic, it's fine.
Yeah, and if you want something for the wall, put it on the wall. This is just something my daughter drew, so I just have it up there, Serbian flag respectively. But that's not something someone sent. That's something that my daughter made. And so is this. So these two will come down. I'm going to hang this elsewhere.
Well, I know that Ryan's coming on Wednesday. We do have lessons, but I guess we're going to play doubles after the lessons.
Yeah, so another one of our viewers is coming down Wednesday. He's been here before and did a show with us before. We're having a doubles rematch on Wednesday.
I don't know if I can wear beads in my head. That'll be tough. My hair, I don't think they'll stay in my
if
head.
she can get him in.
Yeah, it'll be tough.
Be tough. She can get him in. Our daughter does hair. So our 13-year-old daughter can do hair. She can put him in. So that's a yes. I know Lily can do it. Yeah, that's fine. All right?
Yep.
Good show. Had fun. Let's go.
No worries, Carteri. I mean, we can't all love the same players. That's why I say, you're allowed to love whoever if you want to love or hate. Bye-bye.